sun will come out tomorrow. They've heard it before, and they've been disappointed before, they've been burned before, and so-and-so, their friend just got fired for making a spreadsheet error. But I just sort of ran this little video. That is an actual 900-line spreadsheet that is produced on a monthly basis by one of those ladies that we have. We had actually automated that for her in Tracker and was using it, and it was working. And they reorganized their company, and they haven't come back to change the report so that they can continue to use the automated report. And I don't understand it. It's still beyond me. We don't. There are just lots of psychological variables involved here, and I don't quite know what the answer is, but it does get back to that level of executive level commitment and sponsorship. Okay, we already sort of talked about this already. Let me reiterate the way we do that is we promote standard approaches, the benefits of standard approaches, of templates, of document libraries, of processes. We tell our stories about the projects that we have successfully run using this methodologies where things worked out, and the projects where we did it on an ad hoc basis where it didn't work. The difference is, it gets back to communication again. How do we communicate the need to adopt these processes both within our companies and to our customers as well? Understanding that if you can reach an agreement on a common perspective, on a way to say that this particular problem, let's call it a risk. Let's deal with it as a risk. Let's not deal with it as you're an idiot and you don't know what you're doing. And it just is really getting to the point where we do have common language and a common set of vocabulary and concepts in which we approach all the very, very many problems that we deal with in a project. And this may not be the best. It's redundant, it's wordy, it's all sorts of things, but it is a global standard, it is being used, and many of us, I think, I speak personally and probably in this room too, have done it both ways and prefer this way. And one last Star Wars, we want to become the Jedi of the PIM box and communicate this to our organizations. Let's skip through since almost everybody here is PMI member, we'll skip through the commercial for the PMI, but I encourage you to stay active in the chapter or get active if you aren't. There are lots of volunteer opportunities with lots of stuff going on. I started out as the college outreach committee chairman and became the assistant vice president for college outreach, which is how we started with the association with PMSA, and now I'm involved as AVP for corporate outreach. And we're always looking for people who want to get involved, and it can be fun, it's interesting, and it helps. Final points, growing pressure, tools are here, not enough. Again, I think if we can just really embrace the standards and the approaches, but do it in a way that is sensitive, that adapts to both our internal customer needs, our internal corporate needs, as well as our customer needs, we're a lot more effective than if we're kind of like just screaming zealots about the PMBOK. We just have to be sensitive, have to be aware. Last points, and it gets back to fear again, is that we really have to be the ones that are saying we want to understand, we want to go for the truth. It's better to deal with things now than later. Don't be afraid, go forward. And, but still realize at the end of the day, sometimes it's not going to work, and sometimes you got to walk away, and that's not the worst thing. It's those project failures, I think, that provide the greatest number of lessons learned that can help you apply to a successful project outcome next. Thank you very much for your attention. I enjoyed being with you this morning.